Hey, what is going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Risotto Nero, and the few points I wanted to hit on. Some of them are mentioned by Meri, not the bad guy, on YouTube, so definitely check out his video on Risotto Nero. But for me, I'm going to be talking about why I think he was severely underused or underappreciated as a character. So he was used for a total of 9 to 10 chapters within the series of Part 5. Now, spoilers if you haven't seen Part 5, clearly click off the video. Why the fuck are you here? Alright, so let's get into it. So as a character, I think he was very well done, even within the 9 to 10 chapters. So first off, he was very well composed. He had short outbursts of anger, but even then he still remained relatively calm and cool and collective. So the reason why he gets easily frustrated is because if something's not working his way, he'll try to force it, but he's more of a tactician more so than not. Now you can see this as when he figures out that Doppio turns to the side and he notices that he's a stand user because only stand users can see other stands and hear them. For example, he saw him notice Aerosmith, and then at that very moment he didn't immediately say it, but he's like, I'm more interested, more than ever, because now I know you're a stand user. And then as Doppio is running to him, within that moment he figured out, alright, your stand is a short and powerful stand within 2 to 3 meters. So from that he immediately says, alright, I've got to figure it out. So then he jumps off the cliff and then he starts dealing with it on a moment-to-moment basis. Now the reason why I say he was severely underused is because a character like this throughout the part would have been able to do a lot more in a lot less time. Now think about all the situations where Diavolo slips and just doesn't even attempt to make a clean kill. Now Diavolo does try his best to keep hidden, but I still feel like he leaves a lot of blanks. Now a character like Risotto would have been able to figure out a lot about him. Now I think the reason why Araki didn't kill him off was because he obviously is the main antagonist, and now if we have this guy kill him, it's kind of like, alright, well, what the fuck's the part for now? Within the time Risotto was there, he gets his foot chopped off. Now, what would a character normally do in that scenario? Knowing JoJo villains, they would panic, and then they would start cursing and all that stuff. But my man Risotto, on the other hand, started just analyzing in a completely different way. He's like, okay, so you shouldn't be able to figure out where I am or where I attack from, so clearly your power is to do with Yochi, which is prediction, or seeing into the future, right? Which is Afterpath's power. So instead of bitching and moaning, he goes back right into the fight and starts calculating it from there. And then he puts Doppio into a situation where he can't move. He removes all of the iron from his body, and then overall he becomes extremely slow and can't do anything. As he's about to deliver the final blow, he puts himself into the situation where he's at no disadvantage. And he even tests Doppio's knowledge on Metallica, his stand, by having his foot placed in another location. Doppio tries to counter him as one last resort, but it ends up just being his foot with Metallica in it. So that's one thing. And even when he gets shot by Aerosmith, he still manages to take over Aerosmith with Metallica, like cover it, but Diavolo cheesed him and then used time skip, moved time barely forward, and then Risotto ended up being shot. Now the way I think Risotto could have been used later on in the parts is we could have had him team up with the other characters to try and figure out where Diavolo is. So let's say Abagio figures out his identity, where is he at this exact moment, etc. I think that would have been a really cool thing, especially the Coliseum with all the weird stuff going on. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Peace.